Eric with Thrift Clothing here. I have another thrift haul for you. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, make sure to give it a like. It helps the channel grow. And also, if you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing so you won't miss out on future videos. All right, guys, before I show you the thrift haul, I got this section and that section over there. I'm going to show you some of the orders that are going out today. First, I got this Sid Mashburn shirt sold for $29 on Poshmark. I got this Zero Restriction. This one's called the Power Torque. It's one of their better models for jackets, sold for 70 bucks on Poshmark. Check out this tie, man. This one's a Brioni tie, nice abstract pattern. Sold for 70 bucks on eBay. I sold this Laurel Piana Blazer jacket for $100 on eBay. I showed this Laurel Piana polo in my last thrift haul, and this one sold for $70. Sold this New Tag Tommy Bahama pullover sweater for 30 bucks on eBay. And I also showed this one, I think, in my last thrift haul. This was the Suit Supply linen, silk, and wool blend, I believe, sold for 160 bucks. So I have a total of 44 items for $422.21, which brings my average cost per item to $9.60. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm gonna try to go a little bit quicker. I don't want this video to be super long, so just bear with me. Hopefully you guys enjoy. First item, I got this blazer. This one's a Hickey Freeman. The reason I got this one mainly was because the material is linen and fabric. So most of the time for decent brands, when I can find blazers that are either linen or silk or a blend of both like this one, it's going to be a pickup for me, especially if it has a pattern like this. And the ones I'm going to show you first don't have the tags because I ripped them out, but I think I paid under 10 bucks for this, and it's probably going to go for over 50. Here I got a Jose Bank New Tag suit jacket or blazer, and this is the Performance Traveler one. Now, I normally would not pick this up in used condition, for sure, definitely not, just because it's a solid no pattern one. But the fact that it's new with tag, and I think this one was like 10 bucks, it's not gonna go for a lot. I think I'm gonna probably get between 40 and 60 bucks, around there. Here I got this Sims fleece pullover. It's not the greatest item, but considering the time that we're in right now, this one should do pretty good. And I paid $4.99 for this one. Should probably get over 25. Now this one's a bolo for you guys. This one's a vintage Ralph Lauren denim button-up shirt or button down. But these do really good, man. Especially the ones with the red pony. These do very good. Even if it has like some light distressing or fading, sometimes it adds value to it, and it's a good size, 2XL. This one should do very good, over 50 bucks. I actually have quite a few new with tag blazers in this thrift haul. And this one's a first pickup for me. This one's Michael Strahan's, I guess his line is called Collection by Michael Strahan. The only reason I picked it up, again, is because it was new with tag. The material is part linen and also had a nice window pane pattern. In used condition, I probably would not pick this up. And I paid, I think this one was like $6.99. I should get probably between 40 and 50. Here I got a Untuck It blazer. I don't find these that often. This is probably like my second time finding a Untuck It blazer. But this one's gonna do very good. I paid, I think, $6.99 for this one. And I should get probably over $60, 60, I would say. Here I got this Chicago Bears Salute to Service hoodie. This one's gonna do pretty good. Has the patches right there. It's gonna do good because the size is a 3XL. So when I was running the comps, it comped out pretty good. This is the Chicago Bears. And I think I'm gonna get probably over 50 bucks. This one was $20. So I paid high on that one, but if I get 50, I'll still make at least $15 net profit. Here I got a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. Now I don't pick these up like during the spring and summertime, but right now people are looking for these and they're buying these. So these are gonna do pretty good. Just a nice brown color. It's probably gonna go for over 30 bucks. Here I got a new with tag J Crew jeans. These are the 484. I think these are the slim model. And they also had the Kurabo Japanese fabric. Unfortunately, these are not salvage. They usually are when they have like a Japanese denim, but they weren't salvage, but they were new with tag. I paid $15 for this one, and I think I'm gonna get probably close to 50. Here I got a Duluth Flexpedition pants. I paid $4.99 for this one. Flexpedition model does pretty good still. And the size is a 42. I've sold these before in this exact size for over 30 bucks. So I'll say over between 25 and 35 I can get for that one. Here I got a new with tag Allen Flusser blazer. Again, I probably would not pick this up if it wasn't new with tags. And I think it was like $12.99. There are some Allen Flusser blazers that do pretty good. Again, with the linen and silk materials are gonna do pretty good. But the fact that this one was new with tags, and also I had a nice polka dot pattern, so this one should do pretty good. Probably between 40 and 60. Here I got a new with tag Robert Graham polo. I think this one was one of like the cheaper lines of Robert Graham, the Robert Graham X. But again, new with tags. I paid 15 bucks. MSRP is 128. It won't go for that much. Probably, I would say between 35 and 50. Here's a pretty decent brand when you can find like their all over prints or just bold patterns. I think this is how you pronounce it, Masio. Check out this pattern, has a nice all over skull pattern. Kind of similar to like a Robert Graham. They have a lot of really bold patterns, so I think I should be able to get over 35 for that one. Here I got a Peter Millar Crown crafted pants. It's nice stretchy ones. Some of these have done pretty good for me, especially if they're in perfect condition. They usually have like the logo here on the back. I think I should probably get over 30 bucks. Here I got a Roosevelt's button-up shirt. This one didn't have like a collaboration. It just had like the all over flag print. Shouldn't go for that much. I paid $4.99 for this. And I think I should be able to get probably like over 25. All right, check out this find, man. This one's a Minnesota Vikings leather jacket. And on the back, you have the big spell out Minnesota Vikings. And then you got the logo right there. This one's a nice one. And I paid $7.99. Now I didn't see any brand. I don't think this is vintage. I mean, it's pretty cool though. It has like that varsity style. I think I should do pretty good. I would say After quickly looking at the comps, I think it for sure get over 50 bucks. Now the question is, can I get closer to 100? We'll see. Here I got some new with tag Fabletic pants. Now these are called the only pant. If this was in used condition, I definitely would not get it. And it was also 50% off. So it came out to $7.50. So again, used condition, I honestly would not pick these up. Even for $7, just because it's very oversaturated right now. But new with tags, $7. It's probably gonna go for like 30 bucks. Robert Graham shirt. This one has a nice all over floral print. This one has a 2XL size, so it's gonna help the value definitely. And I paid $6.99. And of course it has a flip cuff, just a very subtle flip cuff, not very bold, but the size is gonna help it sell. Robert Graham shirts that are over 2XL usually do better for me. And I think I should be able to get probably over 30 bucks. I'm trying to see if it has like a paisley pattern. I don't really think this is paisley. This looks more like a floral pattern, but over 30 bucks I think for that one. Here I got a Suit Supply button-up shirt. I usually don't pick up their shirts, but this one was pretty cheap at $4.99. And this one was Egyptian cotton. If you can find, again, the linens, the silks, those are gonna do a lot better. I had a nice check gingham pattern, so for $5, I think I'm gonna get around 25. Here's a new brand for me. I paid $6.99. This one's called Hedley and Bennett. Now, after looking at the comps, they don't go for a lot, but the comps do pretty good. So go ahead and check out the comps on that one. Like I said, I paid $6.99. And I did a little bit of research on this brand. They make clothing for like chefs or people that love to cook or something like that. I didn't really, I had to do something like that, like chefs or people that cook. Could be their logo right here. But the comps I've seen anywhere from like 20 to over 30 bucks. I think I can get $30. Maybe I'll price this like at $34.99 or something like that and try to get 30 bucks. Now I don't pick up a lot of women's stuff, but I do go through the women's like jackets and stuff like that. And sometimes I do pick up some women's clothing. And this one's a Outdoor Research women's puffer jacket. Has the hoodie as well. And for this one I paid $12.99. This one's an extra small, so that could affect it if it was a men's, but I feel like extra small size for women's clothing is actually not that bad. And this one is called the Woman's Stormbound Jacket. And I think I should be able to get at least 50 bucks. And this one's also the Pertex Shield Plus. I mean, this one's a really nice one. Excellent condition. I think I should get at least 50 bucks for sure. Here I got some new with tag Banana Republic jeans. This model is called the Travel Jean. 2 years ago, I used to pick these up in used condition. They used to sell for me like between 25 and 30. But now when it comes to Banana Republic, 99% of the time, I just pick up their new with tag jeans or pants. And they have to be under 10 bucks. These were $9.99. And it's also a slim fit, so I feel like that helps the value as well. Good size, 34 by 32. I'm gonna price these at 40 bucks and I'll get over 30. Here I got some State and Liberty pants. These still have the tag attached. This tag is usually missing. You'll just see the size tag. Other than that, there's really no branding saying that this is State and Liberty. So, and I only paid $4.99. I should be able to get between 40 and 50. Let's get into some suits and blazers now. Here I got a Suit Supply 2-piece suit. I got the pants. Check out that pattern, nice stripe pattern, nice blue color. Here I got the jacket. Now this one is a little bit on the smaller side. There's a Suit Supply label, and this one's a size 46 Italian sizing, so US size. This is a 36 regular. It still does pretty good. I mean, if you look up the comps for Suit Supply suits or blazers in size 36, it does pretty decent still. So even the smaller sizes I pick up, I mean, once you get into like the 34, that's like starting to get into a size that's very rare. But size 36 is still pretty decent. People are still looking for these. And I paid $24.99. I should be able to get probably like around 150 bucks. Here I got a Harris tweed blazer. I picked this up even though it has, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it has a hole on the back. I paid $9.99, and it's still gonna sell. Not as much as it would sell normally, but I think I'll be able to get like around 50 bucks for this one. Here I got a Tommy Hilfiger blazer. This one has a nice gingham check pattern. Paid $9.99. Surprisingly, Tommy Hilfiger is a very good brand for blazers for me. They usually always sell, especially if I can find them in a nice pattern and a nice material as well. So for 10 bucks, I think I'm gonna get like $50. Here I got another 2-piece suit. This one's a Banana Republic. Again, the nice pattern. Here you got the jacket. And I paid $12.99. I think this is called the Glen check pattern, but I have to research a little bit on that. But either way, good pattern. And the material is like super soft as well. I should be able to get around 100 bucks. I didn't really check the comps on this. This one's a Legends hoodie. I feel like Legends has come down a lot in value in a lot of their items. I only paid $4.99, so it wasn't that bad. I think they do have like a style number, so I'm gonna have to, yeah, they have it right here under the tag. So I'm gonna have to investigate what's the name of this hoodie. For $5, if I can get like 25, that's a win for me. Here I got a Roan polo. I normally wouldn't pick this up, but it was only $5. A nice pink color. This one looks like in really good condition, almost feels brand new. So I wonder if this has like a name too. I'm gonna research that, but it's probably gonna go for like 25. Here I got a State and Liberty quarter zip pullover. Paid $4.99. Now, once you start selling State and Liberty items, you kind of just know that it's State and Liberty. So here you got the size tag. This one was a size large. And if you go here under in the material tag, if you study this layout the way that they have it laid out right here, and you compare it to a State and Liberty, like a shirt or something like that, you'll see that it has like the exact same layout. So that's another clue that indicated for me that this is a State and Liberty pullover. And I think I should probably get over 25. Here I got another New Tag Jose Bank blazer. And again, this one was the Traveler Performance one. Only paid $8.99. This one did have a nice pattern, so it's definitely gonna go more than the other one. Dang, the MSRP is 638 bucks. For these, the New Tag Jose Bank ones, I don't try to get a lot of money. I'll end up pricing this one maybe like around, I could price it 100 bucks and accept like over 75. I might just do that. Or if I want to sell it quick, I can price it like at 80. Try to get 60. Man, I kind of wanted to keep these for myself, but I need money. These are Lululemon Surge joggers. These were $12.99. These are pretty much in perfect condition. It does have some like scuffs here, but yeah, with the good wash, it's definitely gonna come out. And these have the ankle zipper. These are gonna do good. Black color does pretty good in Lululemon joggers. It's the most common color. I think I can get probably like 50 bucks. Here I got two Hugo Boss New Tag wool pants. I wouldn't pick this up if it didn't have a decent pattern. But I mean, New Tag Hugo Boss, can't go wrong with that. Especially for $6.99. If I can get 30 bucks at least, it's not bad. And also got this one. Now for this one, I did pay up a little bit more. I paid $14.99. But if I can get between 30 and 40, it's not bad. All right, this is a new brand for me. I feel like I've heard other people talk about it, but it's the first time that I found it. This one's called Iron and Resin. Iron and Resin. Now this is not gonna sell quick, but the amount that I saw for what you can get for it fits my metrics, which is like over $30 usually. And this one was $5.99. I think I should be able to get between like 30 and 50 bucks, just depending how long I want to wait. Yeah, I would just say over $30. This is a good find. This is a Suit Supply Soho blazer. Soho is one of their models. This one was wool, Tusa silk, and 15% linen. This is probably part of a suit, most likely. But people still buy like the Suit Supply pants like this, especially if it has good materials. And I paid $4.99. I would say I'm gonna get around 50 bucks. Here I got another two-piece suit. This one's not a brand that I pick up 99% of the time, to be honest. But check out that pattern. Has a nice pattern. And I did have to pay separate for these because they weren't together. So for this, the pants, I paid $4.99. And for the jacket, I paid $9.99. So I paid 15 bucks for this. And the main reason that I got it is because it's a double-breasted. So the double-breasted is definitely in style right now. Oh, let me show you the brand. The brand is Zara. Now, Zara is not the best brand when it comes to blazers. But again, the fact that it was double-breasted and a good pattern, it's gonna do very good. So I think I'm gonna get probably like around 80 bucks. All right, next up, I got this Bonobos blazer. Bonobos blazers do pretty good for me. And this one also had the Mazzotto fabric. I don't know if you can see the pattern. Kind of looks like a polka dot pattern. I paid $7.99. Should probably get around 50 bucks. And here I got another Bonobos blazer. This one's probably gonna do a little bit better. And this one was athletic fit. Good size, 42R. More on the modern side, very lightweight. And I paid $5.99. Should probably get, I would say, between 60 and 80. All right, I got a Bonobos two-piece suit. Here I got the pants. And this one was like a, I don't know if you can call it like a chino style. Like the way chino pants feel. And I paid $9.99. This one's also the athletic fit. Nice ivory cream color. I also had this fabric company called Tessuti Sondrio. Tessuti Sondrio. So for 10 bucks, this one's gonna do pretty good. Also unstructured. I would say I'll probably get like around $100. All right, and the last item I have is another New Tag Jose Bank. Out of all the New Tag Jose Bank blazers, this one's probably the best one. And I paid $9.99. This one's the 1905 model, and it's the Burr Comfort. This one's gonna do very, very good. Has the nice pattern, blend check, window pane. And it has the elbow patches. So this one's gonna do very good. I get like between 60 and 80 bucks for this one. I think that's a pretty good price. All right, you guys, that's everything that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and also consider subscribing if you're not subscribed yet. I'll catch you in the next one.